What up, world? My name is Justin Case, and I got a very special video for y'all today. So sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm not here to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The first topic I want to talk about today is Titan Isles. This game is very special to me. I've already told y'all that, but it just keeps getting better and better. One of the first things that stood out to me about this game was the soundtrack. But little did I know that it was already bubbling. It was getting bigger than what I thought it was, because everybody's been talking about the soundtrack, but they already came out with a vinyl for the soundtrack. That to me is extremely impressive, especially because from my perspective, this is the very first VR game that I know of that has a soundtrack that goes along with it. Man, let me tell y'all, Psytec Games, y'all have done a very great job of releasing this game. The marketing, the production of this game, everything about it is top tier. They are not holding back at all, and I absolutely love it. In my opinion, I feel like this is how you create the foundation for um gaining the respect from the rest of the gaming community, because to some people, and even me at the beginning of the year, still think that this is a gimmick. And if we have the foundation and everything correct, if everything is packaged correctly, as if this is nothing like anything less than a AAA game, then people are going to treat it less than a AAA game. So I love how they are handling this. This is perfect in my opinion, and y'all keep it up. The next thing I want to talk about, listen. Next thing I want to talk about is first party console customization and upgrade paths. This topic came about because me and my brother were talking about um just how video games nowadays are handled way different by the big three, Nintendo, Sony, and PlayStation, than they were back in the day. Um, those game consoles back then, the 64, the PS1, and the original Xbox, had so much customization and uniqueness to them that I feel like that's a lost art. That's something we just do not have in today's world, man. You can think in your mind, and I know for a fact you already know what I'm talking about. The Nintendo 64 and how they had the see-through cases. You had so many different of cases, um, controllers, memory cards. Everything had that type of style to it, so you could express yourself in that way, and it was perfect. There is no way in 2025 that all you have as far as um customizing your PS5 is putting the skins on the little side flaps. And that's cool, but to me that is just not, it's not enough. It needs to be way more than that. There needs to be more customization and more things available, for us. We're spending all this money, man. Come on, where's the customization? The PC community, in my opinion, already proved that this is something that, you know, you can do. A lot of people, myself included, did not understand why RGB was such a big deal. Everybody back in like probably I say about 2015, 2016 started moving towards the RGB builds with the PCs, and man, when that popped off, I just didn't get it. Why you want blinking lights on your PC? But even me now, like, okay, got me. I don't turn them off. I don't change them. But it is a part of my PC. Is the part of uniqueness of what I have, man. And we are missing that when it comes to the consoles. Um, I'm sorry, man. The Xbox right now looks like a humidifier. It looks like a piece of furniture. That's not. There's nothing cool about it. There is no cool factor. There's no wow factor with it. It just looks like a piece of appliance. It looks like an appliance that's trying to be a piece of furniture, and I hate that. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The PS6. I mean, yeah, the PS6. It better have a level of customization straight from the first party. Like there needs to be. not just your controllers, but the controllers, the console itself, any accessory that goes along with it needs to have a level of customization and uniqueness that just y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't really have to explain too much because y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, that's just something that's missing, man. It's too cookie cutter when it comes to consoles. There I don't get it. There is no upgrade path. If I want to put 15 terabytes worth of storage into my PS5, I should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to get a specific type of SSD with a specific heat sink and all of this extra stuff just to upgrade because the tech is already there. This is the same SSD that's in PCs. Why can't I use the same thing? I should be able to take the SSD that's in my PC right now, take it out of there, and put it in that PS5, and it worked. No questions asked. The tech is there. This is not something that is just exclusive to PS5. Stop playing with us, man. Go ahead and give us real upgrade paths and customization options on these consoles. This is something that I truly feel after the conversation me and my brother had. There is no way that in 2025, again, it's just cookie cutter and everything is the exact same. And the most that you can do is be overcharged for some skins, vinyl, whatever that goes on the side. I don't know because I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the little skins that came from PlayStation. I'm sorry, just not interested. Um, you know, that's wild to me, man. The level of customization versus what there was with the PS2s, what there was with even the Game Boy. The Game Boys had so many different limited edition versions. All of the accessories had different customization options and things like this. Like, what are we talking about, man? That's wild. I really need them to remember where we came from, bro. They really screwed us over. I'm sorry. Just stop and think about the fact that the handhelds. Let's talk about handhelds for a second, right? There is no handheld in 2025 that outweighs the level of fun that we had on the Game Boy or the PSP. And I think that's because of the level of pocketability. Like the Steam Deck, that's not a portable device to me. That is a couch console. It doesn't have a portability or pocketability. It's not pocketable. So I think that's a huge difference. The PSP and the Game Boy, you could have that in your pocket and take it with you anywhere. But the fact that we don't have something like that in 2025 really bothers me. Because what are we doing? There are plenty of other companies like AYN, Retroid, Anbernic that are coming out with handheld devices. So why can't Nintendo? Why can't, PlayStation? That PS Portal, absolute trash, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have it. I bought it used, so I only spent like $100. I think it was 200 in MSRP, but I only spent 100, and that's because I could not see myself spending anything more for that type of device. It's not a standalone device, and it's barely a companion device. To me, it should connect directly to it and be able to play, without Wi-Fi. Um, and it's weird for me to say that because like the Wii U, that's how that was. You did not have to have Wi-Fi to use the trackpad. It just worked, you know? Um that's how it should be, man. The fact that the Switch still does not compete. It does not fill the void of a Game Boy, in my opinion. It does not fill the void of what a Game Boy did. And that Game Boy Advance was legendary. Still to this day. I'm telling even the way that they made the games for that platform, it's a lost art, man. Um, but let's move on to the next topic, man. Payday 2. I can't believe they had the audacity to try to pull off a heist in real life. If you are not aware, to my knowledge, and I'm not gonna look it up again. I've already seen it, but I'm not gonna look it up again. But to my knowledge, they decided to release a subscription for their DLC. And what this did was it made all of the DLC available in one package, but it technically raised the price of old DLC that people already have. And the community is not happy about that. And I feel them, because how are you going to raise the price on old DLC that people already have versus making it cheaper and making it more accessible for people? And then in their little post, the social media post that they made about it, they tried to play it, as if this is a good thing. It's more accessible for people. And I'm telling you, the community was not having it. But this is going to keep happening because y'all keep allowing stuff like this to happen. Y'all as the gamers, y'all as the consumers keep paying for dumb stuff. Y'all keep allowing them to try these type of things. This should never happen. This should never happen. They're telling me they raised the price for old DLC, then didn't add no new content. They didn't, there's no benefit, right? The only benefit is if you really, really, really wanted to play this, you have the option of now playing it and just purchasing one piece of, one thing rather than having to buy all of the DLC individually. That's not acceptable, man. I can't believe it. And they really had the audacity to try to pull this off. My brother has been playing that game for over a decade. My brother was playing that game for a decade. And for them to try to pull this out, y'all community really is faithful and loyal. They really love that game. They talk highly of it. So for the fact that y'all tried to pull that on your own community, you're not pulling that on somebody who, cause Payday 2 is old. The game is old. No, I don't really see brand new players coming and playing that. That's just the way of the world. Like, people want to play new stuff. Like, they want to play the newest thing, whatever just came out last week, last month. They might go back and play some old stuff here and there, but the man, the audacity, that is crazy. I can't believe y'all tried to pull that off. I can't believe y'all tried to pull that off. With that being said, the other thing that needs to stop is the pre-orders. I don't understand, why are people pre-ordering games in 2025? The reason why I pre-ordered games back in the day was because if you were not at that store to pre-order it before the game came out, if you didn't put your $5 down to pre-order it, there might not be a physical copy at the store for you when the game releases. It wasn't like, they just have them on the shelf. No. If they didn't have a set, if they had a set number, and if you didn't have a copy at that store on the day of release, you might not get it. They might not have that game for 3-4 months, especially if it was a Dragon Ball game, or if it was Pokemon, or Need for Speed, or something that was just hyper popular. Man, don't let that come out and you not have a pre-order, because you weren't going to get the game. That was the only reason to pre-order the game in the first place. That was the only reason. So the fact that y'all are pre-ordering digital games, it's not going to run out. The game is never going to run out. So the fact that y'all are pre-ordering it and only getting these like bare minimum, literal bare minimum cosmetics for an extra $10 is crazy to me. Now, I get it if you just support the dev team, or you support somebody specifically, and that's your way of showing love. Cool, I get that. But to be pre-ordering Call of Duty or 2K months and months and months in advance just does not make sense to me. Especially on games that you're not even sure of how good it's gonna be. Like Mind's Eye, that was terrible. That game was absolute terrible. But had you pre-ordered it, you wouldn't have known. in that little 2 hour window, man, the way games are made today, the game will literally have a 2 hour tutorial at the beginning that's mostly, cosmetic or you picking your character or something like that. And then by the time you get done with the tutorial, you didn't get to play the game at all before your 2 hour refund window was already over. Come on, man. Come on, that's crazy, bro. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't like it. But you know what? What would stop that though is demos. These games need to have demos, full-fledged demos. Like back in the day, like back in the day, man, you used to be able to get a magazine. Cause I remember when I first got, listen, Christmas 1999. I got a PlayStation 2 and I got a Dreamcast at the same time. But I got games for the PlayStation. I did not get games for the Dreamcast. I just got the console. I ended up getting, like, maybe a week or two later, I ended up getting a magazine, and it had a Dreamcast demo disc in it. And I believe the game was MDK. I think that's the name of the game. It's like a little game where you play as like this little alien. It's kind of like Venom or something. I don't know. But I got that and I played the hell out of it. And man, when I tell you, it wasn't no like short demo. It wasn't no 10, 15-minute demo. No, that demo was long. It was pretty much practically the game. Like it was just the game for the most part. And man, because of that, I ended up going and buying that game later on. But in today's world, like I just said, man, you only got 2 hours, in that 2 hours, you might just be making creating the character, creating the face of the character, and that's it. You might spend 2 hours on that alone. You might spend 2 hours on, checking the settings. So it makes no sense to me of how this works, man. We need game demos. We need full-fledged demos. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. That's weird. But next topic, microphone. First off, you go in the comments and let me know how does this microphone sound, because I think I got it. I think I got it figured out. The noise gate, the compressor, the limiter, the noise suppression. I think I got it all figured out. We should be good to go. I should be able to walk into that other room and scream at the top of my lungs, and you shouldn't be able to hear me. So when my son is down here and he's playing and I'm in here trying to create content, I should be able to do it and y'all don't hear nothing. It should sound like I am absolutely alone, and that's what I'm going for. So hopefully we getting these settings in, getting them locked in. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments how does it sound. Um the next thing, the camera upgrade. So right now, if you don't know, I'm using my iPhone. My iPhone connects to my MacBook, and through my MacBook, I'm able to wirelessly use my iPhone as a camera. Now, I have two Sony cameras, but to be able to use them in this setup that I'm using right now, I would have to buy this little USB dongle. I'm not trying to spend no more money. I have spent too much money in life in general, okay? Yeah, I done spent way too much money in life in general. I ain't trying to spend no more money. Do you hear me? So we not doing it right now. So I'm using my iPhone, and this is gonna be proof that you might not have to buy nothing to get your setup or and get your content creation and everything going. So I'm using my iPhone. You got everything set up, and I think this is going to be the temporary setup for right now. I think this is it. I think I finalized and got everything locked in. Um, yeah, man. So with that being said, listen, y'all have to give content creators their props, bro. This stuff is not easy. This stuff is not easy. I don't know if I'm just unk now. I'm at the age where I am officially unk, and the learning curve is just way too high for me. I don't know if that's what's going on. But listen, these kids, the stuff they doing, the stuff they learning, the way that they making their money, man, I'm trying to catch up. You hear me? These kids is on the internet making money, and the way that they doing it is not as simple as you would think. This whole thing what you're watching right now, this video, it was not as simple as just I'm gonna put my camera up and click click go. No, it don't work like that. Like, I promise you, it don't work like that. I just spent, it is right now, it is 3:29 in the morning. If you think I'm lying, it is 3:29 in the morning. Okay, you see, it's dark out there. It is 3:30 in the morning. I just spent 2 hours of my time trying to make sure that this microphone and that this camera was working the way it was supposed to. Listen, these kids are out here making money off of their phone, off of content creation, off of YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, all of that, and it is not as easy as it may seem. So when you see that kid making money on YouTube and you go, all he do is sit on YouTube and go live, it's not that simple, bro. It's not that simple. If they playing the game on live, they doing this, that, and third, it's not that simple, bro. TikTok ain't simple. It's not them just press and go, editing the video in 20 minutes, and that's no. I done seen some stuff where people are taking hours and hours of their time to edit a video on TikTok that only ends up being, 3 minutes long maximum. And listen, I've been humbled, okay? I've been humbled because I thought this was easy. I thought that I would just be able to pick it up and go. All I gotta do is buy this, buy that, turn this on, hook this up. And no, it's not that easy, bro. But this is what I'm trying to do, man. I would like to be a full-time content creator. I would like to be able to I would like to be able to get paid for my existence. You feel me? That's really what I want. That's really my goal. I just want to get paid to exist. I want brands and companies to see value in my existence, in my opinion, and in my person-to-person skills. That's what I'm really going for. That's what I want. That is the whole point of this channel. Is for me to monetize my interests, my hobbies, my network. That's all I'm doing, man. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to build something brick by brick. Something that can't nobody else take, don't nobody have no say so on. It's all real, raw, authentic, and it come from me. That's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get more consistent with this stuff. And as you can see, like I just said, it's 3:30 in the morning. So ain't no way you can tell me that I'm not. I'm dedicated, I'm determined, I'm trying to figure this stuff out, man. It's not easy. Not as easy as it looks. Um I was about to do the outro, but guess what? I don't have a I don't have a title for this show yet, right? Um so I got to get the title. Technically I have the title, but I'm still testing it out. I'm still working it. I want it to be right. I don't want to put the show out with one name and then end up having to change the name. So for now, this will continue to be the Untitled Weekly Show. Probably next week, probably the third episode, will finally have a title. Okay. Like I said, I know the title already. It has a title. I just am not putting it in the description and all that yet. Just because I want to make sure that everything is right. I want it to work with the theme, the colors, and all that. I'm trying to make sure it's all right. Okay, cool. So there's that. Oh, stream schedule. Um, yeah, check. What I'm trying to do is I have to start streaming at least once a week. I have to. I'm probably gonna start streaming on Sundays at like 5 o'clock or something like that. 5 to 8, 5 to 9, something like that. Cause I'm starting to realize that like I said, this content creation stuff is just too much, man. And the way that I was trying to do it, it wouldn't work with my schedule. I would be pushing it. I'd be tired. I'd be frustrated, and let's just not do that. So for now, we're gonna start on Sundays. I'm gonna start with my Sunday show, and then I'm gonna start expanding into other days, and also I want to bring on a show with other guests. So if you're watching this and you want to do a show, let's try to figure out if we could do something on like Discord or Zoom or something for right now, or even in person. If the homies, I know y'all watching this, so let me know if y'all want to go ahead and start up a show, a weekly show. I'm already going to be doing it regardless. I'm telling you that right now. But I'm all about expansion and networking, and you know, we gotta maximize this stuff. So yeah, that's that, man. I'm trying to figure all of this stuff out, man. Y'all let me know in the comments too, what games should I stream? Because I'm starting to learn that it's not about what I want, it's about what the channel wants, it's about what the audience wants for the channel. So I need to know what y'all would like to see me stream, what y'all would like to see me play, and we'll go from there. So I love y'all. Thank you for coming. This has been another episode of the weekly show. I really appreciate y'all, man. Listen, even if this video only gets 2, 3, 4 views, I promise you, I'm not mad. I'm not upset because this is what I'm doing it for. Right now, I'm just laying down the foundation, and because I know it's bigger than this. No, I know what's going on. I know where we headed. I know what I'm going for. Feel me? So yeah, we good. Again, I love you. I appreciate you for being here. And I'll catch you next week on the next weekly show.